Here we go. We're going to Disneyland. Everyone, I'm Wes, and I'm glad you found our Dadventures. Getting to go to Disneyland in California was a dream come true, and this was actually a work trip. First, before we get there, I hope that you'll like this video and subscribe to the channel because it really helps us out, and it's totally free. Okay, let's go to Disneyland. 7 a.m., we are through security, we're in Disneyland. I am a 5-year-old kid right now. Kelly is exhausted Tinkerbell.
Well, we got in, I went to bed at 3 a.m., so...
Well, it was midnight here.
Okay, obviously, but then, anyway, whatever. I'm in a good mood. I'm happy. I'm fine.
Right. Okay, I have 4 hours of sleep, and I am trying to do 17 and a half hours wall-to-wall in the park. Kelly, going for a nap. But, let's see what we can do. I can't wait! At the gates of California Adventure at 7:14. We walked out of our room at the Disneyland Hotel right at 7. And yes, we are in the gate line at California Adventure at 7:15 to try to get to Guardians of the Galaxy as fast as we can for early entry at 7:30. She's passenger Princess Tinkerbell. I've got the plan. She don't have to worry about nothing. And we are through the gates at 7:26, just in time to get early entry to Guardians of the Galaxy. And everyone with early entry has the same idea. Sorry, standby folks. There's just not a lot of big rides that open early, and you want to make good use of this perk. Time 7:34. So the theming is clearly on point, but how will this compare to the Tower of Terror? We're sorted to our tower at 7:52. So Guardians will take all of your early entry.
And start things right. Now show me those hands, people.
Y'all, we started with an absolute banger. I loved this ride so much. And personally, I thought the Guardians makeover was a win. There were great drop sequences, awesome airtime, and it just made it so much fun. This is an absolute must ride. But without a good strategy, just know the wait times can be brutal. All right, our early entry is done. Guardians of the Galaxy took the whole thing, 8:05. We're gonna try to go to Monstropolis. At 10 after 8, we are walking straight on to Monsters. Now, I would have just kept trucking, but Kelly was ready for a bottle of water and a treat.
Here we have the Mickey's Celebration Waffles. This is a perfect snack for us because there's one Mickey for each. And it's still breakfast, but it's cake. But you can eat cake for breakfast at Disney.
Exactly.
Don't you know? So, literally so good. I could do without sprinkles, because they're a little crunchy, but slaps every time.
For real, these waffles were one of our favorite snacks. And I'm usually the one who gets food all over myself, but the yummy filling inside these waffles dripped all over Kelly's dress. And y'all, we had just started a very long day. She definitely took one for the team here and just kept going with it. These pics we snapped over on the way to Soarin', and PhotoPass is included when you do have Lightning Lane.
In a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information.
Right, 8:46, we're just off Soarin', so we're 3 rides in an hour and 15 minutes. Doing okay, doing okay. We got 2 big ones in though. Got 2 bigs that get long lines, so pretty happy with where we are. Now we have a Lightning Lane for Toy Story. Pixar Pier, here we come. She beat me. I am not content with this. So Kelly's been here before, I have not. But when she was here, this was Mickey's Fun Wheel. She has told me about it since the beginning of our marriage, that it was Mickey's Wheel of Death.
Me and my best friend Laura went on it, and we were like, swinging or non-swinging? We were like, obviously swinging. Like, that's fun. terrorizing. It's literally so scary. But I feel like Wes is gonna say it wasn't that bad. No matter.
But she has to come on it just to see my face.
They literally have barf bags in the cars. Okay? It's not just me.
Let's see. Here are the aforementioned barf bags. Okay, here we go.
Why did I say I would do this? Okay, this is pretty slow. This is pretty slow. Because you're... Because this one's kind of straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once it actually starts going around, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're loading. So okay, yeah, this is actually rocking.
Yeah.
This is
And
coastery.
this is a slow rock.
Yeah.
This isn't full speed.
So Kelly's explanation to me was when you're expecting a Ferris wheel and then get a thrill ride, that's when it's crazy. But she's prepared me for a thrill ride, she says. So
I think so.
I'm not going to be as freaked out about it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Here we go for the first big one. Cresting the top. I am very bummed that the Incredicoaster is not open. That's my big disappointment from the trip. Not letting it get me. Not letting it get me. Not letting it get me. Yeah, that's shock. I love you. I love you. Why? They're teasing me by testing cars on the Incredicoaster right now. Refurb. Right, we're headed to Goofy's Sky School with a posted 15-minute wait. But I'm going to try single rider and see how long that takes. Golden Zephyr. This feels wonderful. And my wife stole my sunglasses. Just after 10 o'clock and our final stop at Disney's California Adventure. Cars Land. Look, it's the Cozy Cone. Hopping in single rider for Rainier Springs Racers at 10:12.
See how long it takes.
The posted wait is 85, so I think we can beat that. These misters are amazing. Thank you, Radiator Springs. All right, Pizza Pocket empanada dough.
I got a little bit of the filling.
Okay,
It was really good.
Yeah, this Pizza Pocket's good. It's hard to find. It's like over in the weird part of Avengers Campus between like Monsters and Guardians, but get over here. We also had to wait for a minute to get it, but our girl Chloe hooked us up at the shawarma and more stand. I don't think they had any shawarma, so we both got more, but it's good. Cajun ranch dip. That's good, y'all. This is just good. Like, I don't remember the food being something to like rave about at Disney World. Like, there are a couple places, like when you sat down and ate at a table, they're like, like anything we've got from a stand, those Mickey waffles, this thing, just everything we get is good here. Like, come on, Florida, let's go. Here we are at Disney World.
But I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. That was all started by a mouse.
This castle.
Trò nào cũng trên một tiếng hết.
You know what? It's definitely not Disney World, but it fits. Here it is. Sleeping Beauty's castle. I think she's probably jealous of Cinderella, but you know. We're going to catch it as noon. We took a nice long hop from one part to the next. We're getting in the Snow White line that says 25 minutes at 12:05. Let's see how it goes. We have a Matterhorn at 12:30, so this is perfect. Also, the POV videos here are from my pal Nathan at A Coaster Story. I've linked his channel and all of these videos in the description, so please go check him out. He's a great follow. His challenge runs are legendary, and you can follow all of his travels in real time on Blue Sky. After Snow White, we had a lightning lane for Matterhorn, which is a fun classic, but definitely a little rough. This is just one of those pieces of Disney history, all the way from the Yeti to the splashdown, so this ride is a must. Then we followed that up with another lightning lane at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and the best way to get there was the Disneyland Railroad. So why am I showing you the Grand Canyon and some dinosaurs? It's because these elements were part of the 1964 World's Fair for an attraction that was created by Disney. So Walt moved them to the Disneyland Railroad when that was done. It's pretty cool, but definitely a little bit odd without that context.
Belongings and step carefully from the train.
Welcome back, folks. Please remember to remain seated until the train comes to the seat and full stop.
And the last thing before Kelly departs for her nap, Tiana's. We have a 1 o'clock lightning lane. It's 1:15. And then we're going for some beignets, y'all. We planned Tiana right before going back to the room in case we got soaked, but we sat in the back of the log and only got a little spritz, which was actually refreshing on this very hot day.
Struggling.
It's 1:45. Got the mint julep.
We got beignets.
And we're about to get on the train. Honestly, I think the Mickey beignets might be a little overhyped. And before you come at me, I did like these. They just weren't my favorite Disneyland treat. And the non-alcoholic mint julep was refreshing, but I'm not the biggest fan of mint in a drink. And after that, we completed the loop on the train to get to the monorail, which was the fastest way to get to the Disneyland Hotel where we were staying. Getting off the monorail. Kelly does not want to take a nap, but I'm forcing her to. Came back for Kelly's nap, and I love this little towel animal. And look, they have a picture of Toontown. I've linked the full review of the hotel in the description, or you can find it on my channel once you click that subscribe button. And if you're having fun today with us at Disneyland, I really hope you'll click that like button. Kelly was definitely feeling it, so we got her back in the room. She's taking a nap, and I'm gonna go brave the heat a little bit more to see what else I can get done. We have had a very successful morning back on the monorail and then back to the park. Let's do it. For being on property, the Disneyland Hotel is not super close to the gates. It's nice to ride the monorail in, but if you want to enter down Main Street and see the castle the way Walt intended, your day will start with a 15-minute walk. We had that experience earlier in the day though, so this time the monorail it is, and followed by another Tomorrowland attraction, the Astro Orbiter. A posted 15-minute wait. I got on at 2:09. This will be 24, 25-minute wait. But here we go, getting the Astro Orbiter in. This one is just also classic Disney, as are the Main Street vehicles, which this time I just admired rather than rode. I also feel like ducks are an essential part of the Disneyland experience. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh! Then it was on to an opening day attraction, which is the Jungle Cruise. I just enjoy this ride and all of its cheesiness more than I should.
If you want, you can sit on the doorway. It'll make you adorable. Everyone look to the right-hand side. It is our first sight of wildlife. As you can see, they tend to travel in packs. They wait in line for 1 to 2 hours. Oh, do you see the little one right over there? Yeah, those little ones will stay with the parents for about 18 to 35 years. Yeah, sometimes longer. You know who you are. Yeah.
Skipper Jordan gave it his all, even with a less than enthusiastic crowd.
Everyone put your hands together for the backside of water! Yeah! O2H!
And when in Adventureland, how can you pass up the enchanted tiki room?
Look, here come the girls.
However, I didn't dare have a Dole Whip without my wife. But just so you know, there is a stand for them right outside the door, and you should know that it's mobile order. I did have to try this highly recommended treat at Bengal Barbecue, though. A stick of meat. And I can now also highly suggest that you get this one. So, so delicious. And a couple of different sauce options depending on what your preference is for spiciness. I knew I needed to go around the rivers of America, and the canoes are not optioned in Disney World, so of course I opted for the transportation that was the most work. And I honestly thought our guide was going to talk a little bit more, but this ended up being exactly what it looked like. A bunch of people paddling down a river in the blazing sun. Winnie the Pooh was actually longer than I thought it should be, so I asked if they were doing their Roo Pass / single rider, and she said yes. So I went up to the exit, see how fast I can get on here. I was the only one doing this and got on in 5 minutes. It's a great hack if the line gets long. And we have finally made it to Galaxy's Edge, aka Star Wars Land. So Kelly comes back, I'm going to try to single ride her Millennium Falcon. I have yet to make it to Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios. We've always spent our time focused on princesses, but the theming of this land blew me away. Nobody does it like Disney. Seeing the Millennium Falcon in person is crazy. Dude, nobody in this single rider line. It was an hour wait. I think it went down to 45 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to wait hardly at all. I was grouped in less than 10 minutes, and generally when you're a single rider, you have to sit in the back as an engineer. But nobody in my group wanted to be a pilot, so that's where I landed. I lucked out. So much fun. The theming was still blowing me away while I was going down the exit.
We need information. I don't care if you get it from a pirate, a thief, or a traveler. But get it. Am I clear, Lieutenant? You're clear, sir.
So I like the Satopia a lot better than just the circle track at Walt Disney World. Also, goodness, yes, shade. Comes in the sun for a lot of this queue, so I am enjoying this shade. And also trying to film and talk means I am bumping all over the place here. Okay, I'm gonna focus on driving now. Okay, winding downhill. Pretty sure I just saw my wife go overhead in a monorail too, so we're about to be back together in a tunnel, yay! And the sun, oh no! Finally back with my bestie, and food was the first order of business. Jolly Holiday is the restaurant that I kept hearing recommended before I got to Disney. Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good cheese pull.
Here we have a grilled cheese, tomato soup. It's so hot, but this is so good. Like, it's hot outside, so why would you want to eat soup? It's so good.
Plus Kelly has an affinity for Mary Poppins, and this is Jolly Holiday, so...
I'm obsessed with this table.
Now, I got the birria, which was seasonal, and honestly, it was my most disappointing meal of the trip. I do not recommend it. I definitely had meal envy for Kelly's grilled cheese. And because it's the only way to do it, we had booked an Indiana Jones lightning lane much, much earlier in the day, and it was finally time for us to use it. This is such a great ride, so I'm not surprised at the wait time or the strategy that's required to get on it. And then, right next door...
Can't go wrong with a Dole Whip.
Dole Whip. I don't know that we've ever had it in Florida, have we?
Oh yeah, I guess we only had the lemon one.
Oh yeah. That's real good. And that's from neither people being that much pineapple fans.
Yep.
So then we decided to bite the bullet and wait for Rise of the Resistance. The wait time had actually dropped to 55 minutes, so I was actually hoping we'd get a discount, but after 45 minutes of waiting, the ride had a breakdown. And we were only one room away from the ride entry. So we just hunkered down. Kelly was contented with her Kindle, and we waited it out. 20 minutes later, we were back underway, and wow, just wow.
It's been a minute since we checked in after quite an ordeal at Rise of the Resistance. Quite an ordeal for an amazing ride.
It was great. It was worth it, but we were in that line for
Hour and a half,
hot
yeah,
minute.
more than. And now it's 10 o'clock, and we're at Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like a 10-minute wait.
Disneyland Pirates, so much better. This ride is so long and the operations are just so efficient. I know why Imagineers call this the perfect attraction.
We have a lightning lane at Space Mountain. It's 75 minutes at 10:30 p.m.
This was our last lightning lane of the night, and good thing, because Kelly came off this one not feeling her best. She reminds me that not everyone can go as hard as I do at theme parks. So she hit the monorail to go back to the room, but I was not going to miss the final hour of the night, starting with the Paint the Night Parade. Clearly, I was also getting pretty tired because I pretty much stopped filming, but I was able to do Mr. Toad, Pinocchio, and Big Thunder in rapid succession in that final hour. Now, let's talk about Toad. This is aptly named because it is a wild ride. Who would think in a Disney park you would crash into a train and end up in hell? Talk about consequences. And I did not expect them to have the heat kicking in their simulated afterlife. So I laughed out loud at that and at the happy little tune they were playing during our eternal punishment. But then at Big Thunder, some teens totally killed my vibe by using the light on their phone to turn around and film each other on the roller coaster. Blinded me. It was totally annoying and obnoxious. And then just before midnight, I was able to get in the Haunted Mansion queue and finish an incredible day on this iconic attraction.
Let there be music from regions beyond.
For a silly spook, they sit by your side. Where's the safety bar?
And then, to cap it off, I got to take a ride on the Sweeper train, which is the last train of the night that picks up all of the last passengers in every station. And doing that, I met Coda Bear the Explorer, an awesome Disney live streamer. Definitely another person you should check out.
Good night, Walt. Thanks for a fun day.
Disneyland was a bucket list trip for me, and this day did not disappoint. I was in the parks for 18 hours and I did 30 attractions. And while we did break a sweat, we weren't even going at a breakneck pace. I was truly happy after a day at the happiest place on earth. But I wasn't done. I wanted to ride every operating ride on this trip. So make sure you check out the next video where I'll close the park again and try to conquer it all. I know it's possible, but can I do it? Subscribe to the channel and you'll find out. And please, I really hope you'll press that like button if you had fun watching. Then I can see you on the next adventure.
Hurry back.